Okay. Hey, I don't really do this much, especially in the house, but I just felt the need to come on and do this video. I've been toying with the idea of touching on this subject a bit for a while now, because it drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. But mostly I just want to post about my crafting and things like that. But today I saw this again, and I just was like, no, I gotta say something. I gotta do something. And I don't usually say it or do it. This is stuff I see on social media, on Facebook usually, because that's where I hang out the most. Because I'm a Gen Xer, and that's where we are. At least my group is. So it's on Facebook, and it's on Facebook groups, usually crafting groups or community groups and things like that. And it's people or organizations go on these groups and they advertise wanting vendors or makers or whatever for a market, a craft fair, a thing, just whatever they're doing, whatever they're organizing. And they'll say vendors wanted or yada yada yada. If you're lucky, they'll say some other stuff too. They'll put some other details, like what it's for, when it is, or where it is, or something like that. But usually they don't put hardly any information. They'll be like, oh, message for details or things like that. Don't do that. Don't. It's so annoying. As a person who may potentially want to do one of these events. I don't really do live events for various reasons, but for other people, and I see every time they do this, I see the comments will be filled up with questions and what have you, and they don't want to answer in the thread for some reason. They're always saying, oh, check your email, oh, check your messages, oh, I'll message you. Why? I have notes over here. That's why if you see me look over here, that's my little notes of what things I want to touch on. Why can't you answer in the thread? It would help you, and it would help the people asking you. It'll help you because you won't have to answer this 10,000 times. It'll help the people asking, because there will be other people that want to know this, and they won't have to ask you now. Be transparent. If you're not transparent, you look scammy. You look like a scammer. Scammers are secretive. People who are trying to be deceptive are secretive. So don't be that. Be transparent. Put it out there. If you are a real legit organization looking for people to sell at your craft fair or whatever, then put all the information that they need right there on your post. Or if you forgot to put it on your post, put it in the comments. Where does it say? Yeah, put everything in your post. So let's see. The date, the time, the place, the space size, because I see people asking, what size spaces do you have? The number of spaces available. They want to know if it's worth their while to try to get there, or, put in an application if you're already filled up. Let me see. Oh, and the cost to participate. That is key. That is key. If you know you're going to charge your vendors $50, $90, $100, however many dollars to participate in your event, put that in there. Why are you not putting that in there? You think somebody wants to go through an application process and all this other crap just to find out that I don't want to spend $100 on a space in a little rural town that 30 people are going to go to? Why is that so hard? You have a price in your mind, probably, I'm guessing, when you post it. So post the darn price, It's also going to help you, because people like me who don't do a lot of events, we're going to decide right away, right then and there. Do we want to do this or do we not want to do this? I don't have to now go and try and email you or message you or whatever for more details. Personally, I won't. If you put something online and tell me to message you for more details, that's a no from me. That's a no from me. I'm not messaging you for details. Put the details on there so I don't have to message you. Make it easy for me. Okay? It might sound a little entitled or whatever, but You're looking for me, not the other way around. There's a lot of yous out there. And I'll go find somebody who is not afraid to be transparent right there online. I ask you a question, I expect it answered right there where I asked it. So everybody else can see the answer too. You know, why do you want to answer me in secret? Why, when I ask you how much a space costs, you tell me you're going to email me? Is it because you're going to tell me $50 and you're going to tell my friend over there $40, or you're going to tell this one $90? Like, why? Scammers do that all the time. There are people in this particular thread that got me riled up today that got scammed for $90. I saw one or whatever, because the legit people weren't transparent enough to just put the info out there, so they ended up contacting the wrong person, because scammers come on those things and they're like, oh, contact me. Oh, I sent you an email, blah, blah, blah. And then they get taken for a ride. And for the people who want to be vendors at these fairs, don't send anybody money. Don't send anybody money till you verified that that's the person you're supposed to. If you ask the person online or whatever right there in the public forum for any information and they don't want to give it to you except for in private, that's a red flag. Maybe just be like, okay, never mind. You know, I don't answer my email from strangers. A lot of people, you know, we no longer have to answer our phones to strangers because we have caller ID. You can do the same thing with emails too. And be like, nope, I don't do that. Let me see. Oh, you can call the venue. If the people on there were transparent enough to say it's going to be at, you know, Anytown High School, Main Street, USA, call that high school and say, hey, I heard that there was a craft fair going to go on this date there. Is that true? If they say yes, you just ask them, can I have the name of the contact person for that particular craft fair or whatever? And somebody at the school or wherever it is should know that and give that to you, you know, and then you can know you're talking to the legit person, hopefully the legit person, you know, and, you know, just do that. Don't say, somebody said they sent money and still hadn't even received an application. What? Why would you do that? Why are you sending money to somebody for some fair you didn't even apply for yet, let alone know you were accepted? Other people were saying, well, you know, you emailed me back, or you took my money, but you didn't even ask me anything about my business. Why did you send them money? Don't send them money. But mostly, I don't want to gripe at the vendors, at the crafts people. They're just people trying to make a living, or maybe not even a living. They're just trying to make a few extra dollars, okay? If you're a legit business, say so and be transparent in everything you do. You know, you're going to advertise that you want people to go and sell with you. Be transparent and give the details right there in the post, right there in the comments. You know, it'll just save everybody time. I remember last year, it was like a year and a half ago now, somebody was advertising for, because I sell in local shops, so they were advertising they were opening a local shop kind of close by to me, and wanted people, and I started asking them questions online on their post, and they didn't want to answer me. They wanted me to email. They wanted me to fill out some application. And I said, no, I will not fill out an application until you answer my questions. And he was like, we went back and forth a few times. He was really adamant about getting me to fill out an application. I said, I don't want to waste my time filling out an application to someplace that I don't know if I can even get to. He wouldn't even give me a physical address. Anyway, turned out they did have a physical address. They did open a store. They were open for about 6 months. Took a lot of people's money and stuff. Closed up shop. Disappeared in the night. And I was like, wow. You know, I missed that one, because there's no way I'm going to do business with anybody that's not going to answer me in a public forum. All right. I think that's enough. I think I've rambled on and on about this enough, and I need a drink of water. I need a drink of coffee. I need to chill out a little bit. And I just hope this helps people. And yeah, just don't. Just be transparent if you're doing this, and don't send money if you want to get in there. There's lots and lots of events. There's lots of legit events. You don't have to be sending money to scammers. or whatever. You don't have to jump on board every craft fair you see. You don't. Just if they were not going to answer your questions, move on. There are plenty other people out there who will. Okay. I'll see you soon.